Hi, I'm Joe, also known as the Almost Naked Cook. Today, we're going to make some pig candy. Pig candy is caramelized bacon, or candied bacon, whatever you want to call it. It's not hard to make, but you have to be warned that it's so good that most of the time you can sit down and eat a pound of bacon without even realizing it. So you have to be very, very careful there. What you see here is a half pan, a cooling rack, and some parchment paper in between. Parchment paper just makes it a good cleanup. Well, let me put it this way. It makes a quicker cleanup. It's not a much mess. Alright, I have some thick cut bacon, and I'm just going to lay it out here. Now, I like to use the thick cut bacon. I don't know. It's just something I started to do a long time ago when I first started cooking, and I've just continued it. It holds together a little bit better after it's cooked. All right, that's pretty good. You're just about right. Alright, that worked. It's got one rack. I don't think there's but maybe 2 or 3 pieces missing out of a full pound. This is real maple syrup. Get it at your department store, or I'm sorry, your grocery store. Make sure it's real maple syrup and not something that they flavor for pancakes and something of that nature. It'll throw your flavor profile all off. And what I'm going to do is just paint this on here. You want to coat it. If you can keep it on, manage to keep it on here, you can just coat it. Go ahead and coat the whole thing. And the other thing I've noticed, you can never have too much of this on here. True, it gets hot and it drips down into the bottom, but it seems like the more I put on here, the better this tastes. So don't be afraid. Put it on here. It's almost done. I don't know if you can see the oven, but that's been preheated to 350 degrees. All right. This is dark brown sugar. Well, I didn't say it's low in calories or anything of that nature. It just tastes good. Dark brown sugar. And I'm going to sprinkle it all on here and grind it up as much as I can at the same time. I hope you can see me over my shoulder doing this. Everybody will develop their own way of doing things. I've seen people, real good chefs be able to sprinkle it on like that. I just as soon go ahead and get my hands dirty and I'll just as soon get my hands dirty, make sure it's all over everything. This is another case of it will melt down, end up in the bottom of the pan. But it sure tastes good the more I put on there. Alright. Round one. We're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay? You'll see it when it comes back out. I'm going to take a peek here. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I might as well just turn this off. Alright? And we're going to bring this out. And you guys can take a look at it, what it looks like. Oops. And what you have to understand here is, it's only half done. Alright? We're going to turn this over. And then we're going to do it all over again. And believe me, this little bit of work is really worth it. Alrighty. We've got the bacon turned over. Everything's ready for us. I think I put a little bit too much syrup in here because now the bacon is hot and it kind of runs off real quick. But that's okay because I can get it in every little nook and cranny. Look at that. That one cooked a little bit quicker than all the others. Don't ask why, but it did. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I did put too much maple syrup in here. Now remember to use 100% pure. Look at that. Seems like the more I put on there, the shinier it gets. That's all just going to take real well. Real good. Alright. Back to the dark brown sugar. Alright. seeing how there is a lot of liquid on the bacon, you can load up the sugar. And the more you load it up, the better it tastes. Oh yeah. Good. Glad you liked it. And you can see it's already started to melt down here. That's not hot, but you can see it's melting the sugar already. All right. And I'm going to come back just because I can. And put some more on there. And look at that. Cool. Good stuff here, guys. Good stuff here. Alright. I hate to waste any of that. Alright, so back in the oven another 20 minutes. Oops. This looks done. We're going to pull it out of here and take a look-see at it. Yeah, that's done. Real done. Okay. I'm going to turn the timer off. That was actually 5 minutes earlier, so now all we have to do is get it off of here and put it on a plate. See that? Now this is going to get hard in a minute, and that's one of the reasons you want to get it off the plate, because it'll sag down in between the holes in the cooling rack that it's sitting on, and they'll stick and you'll never get it off. Well, you will eventually, but it's really hard. Now we're just going to let this cool off a little, and we'll give it a try. This can actually go over in the sink, and I'll show you I'll clean that off a little bit, put it in the dishwasher. It'll come out like new. You can see all the grease. A lot of it is grease. A lot of it is everything else that went on there. Now look at that pan underneath there. You can see how clean everything is. Now this is still hot, so you want to make sure you hold it right, fold it right, and carry it to the trash can. we're done. Well, want to make a taste or two, don't you? Yes. And last piece out off of there. Woo. It's hot still. I don't know if you can't. I can't do it yet. Let me tell you something. That mixture is so good, just licking it off of my fingers is good. Oh. You'll love it. You really will. This is something you really have to make to understand how good it is. That is pig candy. And believe me, it's delicious. Enjoy it. Remember, it's all about the food. And that's good food.